Ever wondered how one man could defy an oppressive regime and inspire a movement that would transform a nation? Nelson Mandela's journey from prisoner to president is one of the most powerful symbols of resilience, justice, and freedom in modern history. His life and struggle against apartheid, a brutal system of racial segregation, became a testament to the strength of human spirit and a rallying cry for equality worldwide. But how did he achieve such monumental change? Mandela's story is a remarkable journey of courage, sacrifice, and a vision for unity that would reshape South Africa. The name Nelson Mandela evokes hope, defiance, and an unwavering pursuit of justice. For decades, he led the charge to end apartheid. The legal and social system, apartheid, enforced rigid racial divisions and kept black South Africans subjugated under a white minority rule. Mandela's life and work have been chronicled in countless books, films, and documentaries to inspire millions across the globe to stand against oppression. But Mandela's journey was more than just the story of a single leader. It was a complex tale of resistance, sacrifice, and transformation that unfolded across decades and involved countless people fighting for freedom. To truly understand Mandela's impact, it's essential to understand the harsh realities of apartheid. When Mandela was born in 1918 in the small village of Mviza, South Africa was already deeply divided along racial lines. The apartheid system was designed to keep racial groups separated and maintain white dominance by controlling every aspect of life for black South Africans. They were denied basic rights, stripped of opportunities, and subjected to discriminatory laws that dictated where they could live, work, and move. This system wasn't just a social arrangement, but a legally codified structure that forced millions to live in poverty and fear. Mandela grew up witnessing this injustice, and it didn't take long for him to feel its full impact. As a young man, he was struck by the limitations placed upon black South Africans. He attended the University of Fort Hare, one of the few institutions for black Africans at the time, where he began forming connections with like-minded individuals who shared his vision for a just society. Inspired by the injustices he saw around him, Mandela joined the African National Congress, ANC, a political organization committed to fighting apartheid and promoting equal rights for all South Africans. As he became more involved in the ANC, Mandela's role as an activist grew. The ANC at the time advocated for non-violent resistance, organizing strikes, protests, and rallies to challenge apartheid laws. However, after years of brutal crackdowns by the government and limited progress, Mandela and other leaders in the ANC concluded that a more assertive approach was necessary. This led to the formation of Umkhonto we Sizwe, or Spear of the Nation, a militant wing of the ANC that would carry out acts of sabotage against the government. Mandela's decision to adopt a more militant stance marked a turning point in his journey and underscored his commitment to dismantling apartheid. Mandela's dedication to the cause of freedom came at an immense personal cost. In 1962, he was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison on charges of sabotage and conspiracy against the state. His imprisonment would last 27 years, and he would endure harsh conditions on Robben Island, a remote prison off the coast of Cape Town. During his years behind bars, Mandela was isolated from his family, denied basic comforts, and forced into labor. However, his imprisonment only strengthened his resolve and galvanized the anti-apartheid movement, both within South Africa and abroad. While Mandela was imprisoned, the anti-apartheid struggle continued, and his status as a symbol of resistance grew. International support poured in, with people around the world rallying for his release and calling for an end to apartheid. Mandela became a unifying symbol not only for South Africans, but for all those fighting against oppression and inequality. From the streets of Johannesburg to the halls of the United Nations, cries of "Free Nelson Mandela" reverberated, turning his case into a global movement. Mandela's commitment to change extended beyond simply ending apartheid. He was deeply invested in creating a South Africa that could move beyond its painful divisions. Even from prison, He emphasized the need for reconciliation and a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Mandela knew that South Africa's future depended not only on ending apartheid, but on building a society where Black and white South Africans could coexist. This vision of unity, despite the immense personal suffering he endured, became a central tenet of his legacy. In 1990, after decades of international pressure and resistance within South Africa, Mandela was finally released from prison. His release marked a pivotal moment in South African history. Over the next few years, Mandela worked closely with then-President F.W. de Klerk and other leaders to dismantle apartheid and create a democratic framework for the country. This process required both sides to make difficult concessions. For Mandela, it meant extending an olive branch to the very people who had oppressed him and his people. But he believed that true peace required forgiveness and compromise. In 1994, South Africa held its first multiracial elections, and Mandela was elected as the nation's first Black president. His election was a victory for justice and a testament to his enduring vision. Mandela's presidency symbolized the dawn of a new era of equality in South Africa. Yet despite his monumental achievement, Mandela remained grounded, serving as a humble and unifying leader who guided South Africa through a period of healing and rebuilding. Mandela's leadership style was a model of humility and inclusivity. He didn't seek vengeance, but instead prioritized reconciliation, launching the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to address the atrocities of the past without resorting to retribution. This approach to justice allowed South Africa to confront its dark history while striving to build a future founded on unity, healing, and shared purpose. Mandela's vision and leadership not only helped South Africa transition into a democracy, but also set a powerful example of forgiveness and moral integrity. Mandela's legacy endures far beyond the borders of South Africa. His journey from prisoner to president is a universal symbol of the triumph of justice over oppression. Mandela demonstrated that even the most deeply entrenched systems of inequality could be dismantled through courage, resilience, and a willingness to forgive. His life story has inspired countless individuals and movements around the world to stand up against injustice and strive for equality. Mandela's vision for a unified South Africa resonated globally, influencing movements for civil rights, social justice, and human rights. His message, freedom and equality as fundamental human rights, not privileges, continues to inspire activists and leaders across generations. Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." And this belief in the power of perseverance remains a guiding principle for those seeking change in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. In the years following his presidency, Mandela continued to work as an advocate for peace, health, and education, championing causes like HIV/AIDS awareness and conflict resolution. His commitment to uplifting the most vulnerable and marginalized persisted until his final years. Mandela's life was defined not only by his struggle against apartheid, but by his lifelong dedication to justice, peace, and dignity for all. Today, Mandela's legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of resilience, compassion, and unity. His life is a testament to the idea that true leadership comes from serving others, and that real change is achieved through patience, sacrifice, and empathy. Mandela's story has become a beacon for those fighting for justice worldwide, a reminder that one person, no matter the challenges they face, can change the course of history. As we reflect on Mandela's journey, it's essential to remember that his story is not just a chapter in the past. It's a call to action for the present. The struggles he faced and the values he championed continue to resonate in a world still grappling with issues of inequality, discrimination, and division. Mandela's legacy is a reminder that each of us has a role in building a fairer, more compassionate society. His life inspires us to carry forward the ideals of freedom, justice, and equality, even when the path forward seems uncertain. The legacy of Nelson Mandela is one of enduring hope and unwavering courage. It reminds us that change is possible, even in the face of formidable obstacles. His journey from a village boy to a global icon represents the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. Mandela's life is a powerful reminder that with determination and resilience, we can challenge injustice and build a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. Mandela's story also teaches us about the power of forgiveness and the need for reconciliation. His willingness to look beyond the pain of the past and envision a unified South Africa highlights the importance of empathy and understanding in healing a divided society. Mandela showed the world that true strength lies in the ability to forgive, to rise above bitterness, and to seek a common future grounded in peace and shared values. Today, as we celebrate Mandela's legacy, we are reminded of the ongoing struggle for human rights and equality around the world. The fight against oppression and discrimination did not end with Mandela, but his life remains a source of inspiration for those who continue to work toward a just society. Understanding Mandela's journey helps us see the immense impact that one person with unwavering conviction can have on the world. His story is a testament to the fact that even the darkest systems of oppression can be overcome. What are your thoughts on Nelson Mandela's legacy? Do you think his vision of unity still holds relevance today? Let us know in the comments below.